guys, I'm going to tell you a little story. It's about 6:45 on a Tuesday night in October. It's 60-some degrees out, which is unseasonably warm. I am taking a test ride after having just mounted my rear wheel, or installed my rear wheel, I should say. I just had a new Dunlop American Elite tire installed. And here's the story. First of all, I haven't been on my bike in 5 days. Last Thursday night, I took off the wheel, got my tire irons out, removed the old tire, which had 13,000 on it, put the new one on, couldn't get it to bead up, which I kind of expected, because some of you might remember this happened to me last year when I tried to do it. But this year, I had a clip-on air chuck and a couple other things that I thought might help. Nothing helped. I tried, first of all, I had the tire with wood blocks in it to spread the bead out for several days, and it did spread it out. Didn't matter. Got it on the wheel, lubricated it up nice and good, tried all kinds of things, by the way, except grease. You're not supposed to use grease. You should use water-based things. Couldn't get it to inflate. I used a ratchet strap with a special technique of lubricating the wheel so the strap could slide around and not just collapse the tire in one spot. Didn't matter. Tried an inner tube trick. I love the word trick when I'm working on things. Inner tube on one side, get the other side to bead up, then take the inner tube out. Didn't work. Tried 2 inner tubes. Didn't work. Tried ether. Yep, lighter fluid, kablam. No go. Negatory. These Bias-ply tires are like one notch below wood in terms of stiffness. They are ridiculous. So I spent a little bit of time Thursday night, even more time Friday night, sometime Saturday afternoon, some more time Sunday afternoon, and it was like, it was ridiculous. It was embarrassing, really. I mean, come on. So I was defeated. I took it into the tire shop by work Monday morning. They spent a couple minutes with it and were like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And they went and got their Cheetah, which is that little 5-gallon air tank that you can pump up to like 100 psi, and then kablam, send a blast of air into the tire. A video follows.
Now this is when I pull the lever towards me, right?
Yeah, pull it towards you, Chris.
She's back. Really? Great.
Okay, so that was them just trying it when I just arrived, and they were like, yeah, it's not working. So I said, I gotta go to work, I'll see you guys later. So they called me an hour or so later, like, hey, we got good news, the tire's beaded up. The bad news is you need a new valve stem because it's leaking. And I was like, yeah, I kind of thought that might happen because I think I was a little too rough bouncing the tire around when I was trying to get it to inflate. So I ran down to the Harley dealer at lunchtime, got a valve for $6, went back to the tire place. They said they'd take care of it, but they were very busy and didn't get to it before the end of the day. So I was a little bummed out because I would have liked to ride today. Today's Tuesday. Whatever. I go pick it up today at lunchtime, and I noticed that they put the little dot on the tire on the opposite side of the valve stem, the other side of the wheel. And it's supposed to be on the same, it's supposed to be lined up with the valve stem for weight purposes, balance purposes. So the tire had been seated by them twice now, and I had to say, sorry, you're gonna have to do it a third time. So they were like, yep, we screwed up, you know, come back in a couple hours. With all this, they only charged me $10, right? I'm in my garage sweating quarts of perspiration. Why? So I felt like, wow, you know, you obviously deserve more than $10. So I bought a couple of fruit pies at the local store and asked them to give them to the dudes in the shop, which they did. I'm sure they enjoyed dessert. So I got home tonight, finally, with my mounted tire, and I realized that my tire changing days are over. From now on, I will take the wheel off, ride into the tire place, hand them the wheel, hand them the new tire, and come back in a couple hours. And I'll pay whatever, 20, 30 bucks. No muss, no fuss. I'll save money because when you bring it in loose, it's cheaper than having to have them take it off the bike and all that. And that's it. 24 hours back on the road. No more me out in my garage with the Wile E. Coyote tire inflation handbook. It's just insane. I bought this bike to ride, not to spend endless hours repairing. And I've already put more repairs into this bike than I initially thought I would need to. Most of which was okay, but you know, it doesn't need anything now. Just the hey, stay on the road there, buddy. You know, just the wear items. So I don't know why. It's just a matter of personal pride. It's kind of like, why do people climb Mount Everest? I really feel like I want to get down to my garage, change a tire, inflate it up, and go ride. It's just like one of those things I want to be able to do. Well, after 2 tries, is this dude texting or drunk? Come on, man. After 2 tries and 2 fails, I am man enough to say, I'm done. Yeah, this guy's doing something stupid. So, no more. And my front tire, which I thought about doing, I started a thread on HD forums, just asking people, you know, how many of you have tried to do this 21-inch tire by hand? And the general consensus is, it's difficult. There's a good chance you'll pinch the inner tube and ruin it. And, you know, I got a variety of opinions, but the post I saw tonight, the guy said, most difficult job I've ever done. And I was like, why should I subject myself to that? Really, it's just silly. So I have my new inner tube and rim strap and everything all ready to go, tire, and in a month or 2, when it hits the wear bars, I'll just take it to a bike shop and let them deal with it. No muss, no fuss. So that's my story. It's getting late. I haven't ridden in 5 days, and let me tell you, when I got on this bike tonight, I felt like I was taking off on an airplane. I just really missed riding, even though it was just 5 days. So I'm gonna head home, clean up the tools, and can't ride tomorrow. Too much rain headed this way. But Thursday and Friday look like possible ride days. So that's what's happening here. I hope everyone's well. I hope this guy doesn't go off the road or have a head-on collision with someone, because he's clearly not paying attention. And I'll see y'all later, man. Till next time.